Our second activity is called Lines and Cubes. This is an integrated engineering and math activity that can be done with 10 to 12 grade students in groups of 3 to 5. The activity is expected to last for a week and can be divided into 5 one-hour lessons. Students will design, build, and measure a tiny house. The objective of this activity is to help students understand that engineers always make a plan before building. Students will also understand that engineers analyze a project before attempting to construct anything and ensure that the project is meeting certain constraints. Students will also have the opportunity to apply their mathematical knowledge to a practical problem. Let's talk about materials that are needed for this activity. First, each group will need a MergeCube. You can download a paper MergeCube and fold it into a cube as shown here. Students will also need a MergeCube Dig app installed on their tablets. The MergeCube Dig app allows students to point their camera to the MergeCube to create holographic images. They can also play with this holographic image to make creations, such as buildings, walls, or anything that they want. This app is simple to use. The next AR app students will need is the AR Ruler app. This is an augmented reality measuring tool that allows students to point their camera at different dimensions and then automatically measure it. Students can even measure volumes, areas, and parameters. Students will also need some building material. For this purpose, you can make use of recyclables, such as plastic containers, paper, cartons, and cans. Other essential materials include tablet for installing AR apps, laptops where students will finish their worksheets, scissors, glues, markers, papers, etc. Now let's look at the activity. As I described earlier, this is a 5-day activity. On the first day, students will be assigned some readings. Students will read an article on tiny houses for homeless people and another article on making floor plans of tiny houses. Students will be asked to complete a worksheet by answering questions on these articles. On day 2, students will first create a 2D floor plan of their tiny house by sketching it out on a piece of paper. They will then transform their 2D plan into a 3D model by using the MergeCube Dig app. By the end of the day, students will submit photographs of their creations. The next 2 days, day 3 and day 4, will be about building a physical model using the recyclables. Allow students to be as creative as possible. On the final day, students would have completed their tiny house. They will use the AR Ruler app to measure dimensions, areas, parameters, and volumes of their physical models. On the worksheet, they will be asked to create a scale factor that exists between their physical model and a real tiny house. There are several variations of this activity. On day 5, students could be asked to photograph their physical model and overlay a 3D model on top of it using an AR authoring tool. This activity can also be modified to use only one type of AR application, such as the AR Ruler or AR MergeCube app. Students can also model any other building in MergeCube, not just a tiny house. Students can also augment each other's model with their own. MergeCube allows user to build on top of an existing file. If your institution offers a MergeCube CoSpaces license, then Students can even create their 3D models in CoSpaces. We have mentioned several variations in the activity plan. Please refer to it for more details, and thank you for watching this presentation.